At Direct Service Garage Doors, we are your one-stop shop for all things garage door. From garage door repair and broken spring replacement to new garage doors and openers, we do it all. We're proud to be among the highest-rated local garage door companies in all of Central Arkansas. Our highly trained technicians are available 24 hours a day at no extra cost to you. So if you have an emergency, call us today, 501-244-3667, or visit our website at directserviceoverhead.com. Don't wait days. We'll fix it now.
Right there.
Brew hat, yeah, beer hats.
Oh no! Battles deep into the night. Has left the stadium entirely.
What a swing by Jalen Battles. I love the aggressiveness. First pitch, right down the chute. Martin is going to be in that
Right there.
brew hat, yeah, beer hats.
Oh no!
Yeah, you might want to go back and watch that one again. That was fantastic, baby. Woo! Let's do this. 3, 2, 1. Yo. Oh, my. I did not. I spent so much time getting set up, I forgot about my lighting. Hang on. Let's get you over here. I always forget about this guy. Did not plan on doing a post game, but that was too exciting not to. That was too exciting not to do one at 11 o'clock. One of the latest post games that we've done. As you can tell, I'm got to do something with my due, but it is what it is. Like I said, did not plan on doing this post game. Wasn't so sure the Razorbacks were going to find a way to get the dub tonight, but they did, ladies and gentlemen. They did. The Razorbacks find a way, trailed the entire game. Well, up until first couple innings, you had a couple solo home runs. But then it got wild. Oklahoma State clearly looked like they were completely dialed in, and they were going to take this game home. Right next door. They're going to go to the dorms. They were done. This was it. This is our house. And then the Razorbacks said, "No, sir. No, sir." What a night for the Bats, for the Razorbacks. Just incredible. Haas, say John Haas. Oh, Lord. I'm not saying that, Haas, but I do appreciate the $20 super chat. Thank you for that. I did take the super chat logo down, but it is up and completely good to go. If you guys want to, if you want me to read your comment, the most likely scenario for that to happen is to hit the super chat. Again, did not expect Arkansas. I didn't expect. I'm not going to say I'm shocked they won, because I felt like we know their ceiling is high. We know they're capable. We just haven't really seen it, but there's so much talent, whether it's the bullpen. Not sold on starting pitching outside of Connor Nolan's performance. I thought Connor Nolan, game one, was good. I mean, you got, 7 innings out of Connor. Tonight, Hagan struggled early. It was the right move, and how many pitchers did they go through tonight? About 15. I'll tell you this much too: it didn't look good when you're starting off with 9 free bases before the 8th inning or 7th inning. 9 freebies, 8 walks, and a batter hit. It didn't look good, man. And you guys know this. This looked very problematic. And at that point in time, I think Oklahoma State, up until, again, about the 7th or 8th inning, had only given up, 1 freebie? 1 walk? Was it? Or was it a hit? I don't remember. And then they had to reach into their bullpen. I think we see, and we saw why they went so long with their ace tonight. I think we see why they kept him in as long as they did. I think we see that now. It's perfectly clear. Let me read chat here really fast. I apologize. Ty uses NVIDIA broadcast confirmed. Well, I think you're Henry. Aren't you Henry in our Discord? You're our writer, are you not? Because it's the same logo or avatar. I use multiple. I use all kinds of software, whether it's OBS, NVIDIA broadcast. I do use NVIDIA, all sorts of different stuff. You got to if you're going to be a content creator. You got to learn to use it all. I was in a rush. I didn't care about editing that. I just want to throw that out there. I wanted that to be there. And so you guys completely saw the how the UI works for NVIDIA. For those of you who are kind of familiar with content creation, you kind of got to see the UI and how that works a little bit. What did I just watch, Ryan? I think we're all still trying to figure that out. That was absolutely incredible, man. What a freaking game, says Fit Nick. I agree. By the way, for those of you, maybe you haven't been here in a minute, you just want to kind of see some of the reactions in the comments, do me a favor, go to Hogville Net YouTube, support your boy. I'm over there trying to create content, trying to build that thing from the ground up. If you guys could, if you want to show some support, I've got 4 videos made, I believe. I just put out a Traylon Burks video I think you would find pretty interesting. Maybe you're not a Tennessee Titan fan, but you're trying to keep up with what's going on with Traylon Burks. There is a video up on that. Poured some time into these videos, so I hope you guys enjoy them just like I do with these live streams. That is one of the greatest sports calls I have ever heard. I agree, Ryan Jones. I agree 110%. Had our hitting shoes on tonight. Those bats were red. They were hot. They were red hot. We're going to go over the numbers here in just a second. Before I go any further, I want to say a shout out to Patreon supporters. That list will hopefully be out this week, but this was the month of April. Look at you, beautiful people, showing love and support for your boy Ty over here on PTN Discord or PTN Patreon, and of course to Patreon Discord members as well. Appreciate you guys. Also, so this doesn't happen without them, and it also doesn't happen without our show sponsor, Direct Service Overhead, the Garage Door Company. They offer same-day services, right? 24/7, or emergency service 24/7, 365 days a year, quality parts, free estimates, hundreds of 5-star reviews, better than best results. Give them a call today at 501-244-3667. Again, that's 501-244-3667. Yeah, like I said, not ready for this. Was not prepared to do this postgame. I did not see this happening. Look, again, I'm not shocked they won. I'm not shocked. Nothing would shock me if they made it to Omaha. It wouldn't shock me. Would I be a little surprised? Yeah, probably. A teensy-weensy bit I'd be surprised. Because I've said, and I've been telling some friends of mine this for a minute, I'm not so sure. Well, I'll admit it. I said this is not an Omaha team the way they were playing it, towards the end of the season. And even at points in the beginning and the middle, we've seen a lot of question marks. What the hell was happening with timely hitting? What was going on with All these solo home runs. We had to be like top 4 in the SEC in just solo home runs. So many, right? We had a hard time manufacturing runs. We had a hard time getting guys who are in scoring position, second and third, getting them home. This tournament, or this regional, has not been the case. They have been fantastic at the plate. They really have. And tonight was just an exclamation. What it was a loud, clear signal to the rest of college baseball, like, yeah, the sleeping giant is awakening. He's awake, baby, at 11 o'clock or 11:13 at night. He's awake. And let's hope they can continue to do that. Stringing hits together. They were doing it, man. It was just fantastic. It really was. ESPN sucks for not showing this game. Yeah, so you had to watch it on ESPN Plus. That was a real bummer. Alex Henderson with the $20 super chat. Look at you go, man. Woo damn pig. Hell yes. That's what I'm talking about. A good win, man. Brings us all together. This is such a good feeling. Admit it. Just admit it. We haven't had much fun, even though they've won some series, right? Like, if you're a true baseball purist, they're winning. That's all that mattered, right? Like, you look at the 38 wins over the regular season, you're taking that. Honestly, there are plenty of teams that would love to get to 38 wins and their fans to be disappointed in that. It's honestly not been as bad of a year as people make it out to be. But it looks like they haven't really been having fun, especially up until this regional. They just didn't look like they were having any damn fun. It's like, we're here, And then, of course, you had Dave Van Horn at the beginning of the year who was calling out other teams. Well, that started to – it kind of looked like, like maybe we should have fun. But I think Dave Van Horn, I think his point was solidified. He was talking about the antics in the dugout. They're having fun out there right now, and they're definitely having fun in Oklahoma in this regional. What a way to go, man. What a way, or I should say, what a way to begin, hopefully, what's going to be a continuous streak of fun, happy-go-lucky smiling on the field and guys excited about their next at-bat. That's what it looked like to me. That's what it's looked like to me these last 2 games. I hope, again, they can continue this moving forward. I hope they can stay hot at the plate, too. We all know all it takes is the right pitcher, right? The right starting or the middle relief, whatever, to come in and just shut you down. And Arkansas has definitely seen that before this year or not, where things look like, okay, we're coming back around, we're hitting the ball, we're stringing together hits, we're getting, we're not just getting solo shots, we're getting 2-run homers, we're getting 3-run, we're getting grand slams. We're doing it. Not that we saw a lot of grand slams this year. In fact, I think Arkansas was probably bottom 4 in the SEC in that category. But we've seen this before, and then all of a sudden the right guy takes the mound and just takes the air out of your balloon. Kamani Johnson put that eyebrow on. That was pretty good. That was good. I like that. That was good. 2 words, long overdue. Kopesky. I love that. Look at you, Michael. It's like when Arkansas wins, you start to make sense with your comments in the chat, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Overdue is exactly right. My kids are wide awake, thanks to me, by the way. When that grand slam, when that thing went over, I woke up the entire neighborhood. I could not believe it. UNC lost earlier today. We do have some more scores. Tennessee was struggling with Campbell. They were struggling with them in the Knoxville Regional. And finally they were able to kind of pull away. I think, in fact, Campbell led the first, 6 innings. Tennessee comes back and they win 12-7. North Carolina. Yep, they lost 4-3 to VCU in the Chapel Hill Regional. So Zags won. Wait, was that not yesterday? Hold up, was that today? I don't know. It's late. I don't really care. Hogs won. That's all I care about right now. They won. What do you know? John Haas has a message that's held for review. Who's shocked? Not me. It wasn't even that bad. It's like once John got on Kopesky's ass, his negativity went away. I know, right? There's nothing wrong with being skeptical. There's nothing wrong with being critical. Nothing wrong with that. We welcome that, but it's the continuous, people just, I don't want to say like spamming the negativity, but they go overboard with it. Ty Man, I like that name, by the way. Well said statements, sir. I figured you would probably like that. Because, you got a great name there, Ty. I really think Tennessee is going to do what we did last year. Get eliminated in the Supers? Yeah, I don't know. They struggled with Campbell, man. You're a liar if you aren't surprised. This is David Rogers. Oh, okay. If you say so. Is there a chance we host a super regional? So that's what everyone's talking about with North Carolina. Again, you guys know me if you've been here long enough. I'm not focusing on that right now. Let's just get through this. Let's enjoy the moment. Soak this in. You got a huge dub tonight. A huge dub, man. Again, was I shocked at the what they did at the end of the game? Yeah, because we haven't seen that enough this year. We've seen little bits. We've seen little bits and pieces of it here and there, but we haven't seen them string the entire thing. We haven't seen them put it all together. Now, pitching was a problem. Pitching did not do them any favors. Tigert came in. He was solid for the most part. He still kind of, wasn't his best showing. He gets the credit for the dub. Am I reading that right? That can't be right. He gets the credit? No, that ain't right. I'm looking at this wrong. Looking at hits tonight, they did give up 13 hits. That's not great. Oklahoma State hits the ball pretty well. I mean, they are a good hitting team. They've got guys that look like they're on steroids. I'm not saying they are. They've got a couple of guys that are pretty beefy. They hit the ball pretty well, but Arkansas tonight with 16 hits. 16 hits. I'm pretty sure, again, check me if I'm wrong, maybe I am. That's got to be the most hits they've had against what you would consider either a quality team or a ranked team, as Oklahoma State has been, I believe, all year, according to D1 Baseball. 16 hits. 20 runs. 2 doubles, right? Is that right? 7 home runs? Am I looking at this right? I mean, I can't believe the stat board. But yeah, no, I mean, when you consider the solos, of course, the Grand Slam, really just impressed. Everybody up and down had a hit tonight. Every single player. Arkansas is better than you think. I haven't seen you in a while. Welcome back. Calling it. Missouri State upsets Oklahoma State tomorrow. Ooh. Has ESPN apologized for the comment about Tennessee? Yeah, what's his name? The former Razorback, the guy who said it. Yeah, he apologized. Watching baseball for a long time, I'm pumped about the Hogs. But Tennessee, if that was a struggle, how good are they when they don't struggle? Is crazy. I don't know. Sean, I'm sorry, man. I can't. This is hard to read. Hang on. Watching baseball for a long time, I'm pumped about Hogs, but Tennessee, if that was a struggle, how good are they when they don't struggle is crazy. They're gonna win it all probably. All right, well, Sean, I'll tell you this. It's been a minute since the number 1 seed has won it all. It's been a minute. 1999. The odds are actually not in their favor. But they're an extremely well-balanced team. They pitch well and they hit extremely well. They're just they're really well put together. They really are. I mean, they just are. I think they're definitely better than what Arkansas was a year ago. They are. I'll say that. Although that team a year ago, at their best, capable of winning the whole damn thing. We know that. And I think the same thing about this team. That's why I'm not shocked. I mean, we know this roster, right? You talk about what these transfers have done and then what we got out of Bob Moore tonight? Are you serious? Like, the way he struggled compared to what he looked like a year ago, and you saw what he did tonight, that's exactly what I'm talking about. We have seen this before out of Bob Moore. I'm a poet. Tanya Henry. How you doing, Tanya? Ty, do you think that could have been a turning point for Arkansas fans have been looking for? Yeah, I absolutely do, Tanya. Yeah, absolutely. The excitement is real. It's palpable. Is it not? It's palpable, Tanya. I know you're feeling it. The casuals have come out. The casual baseball fans have come out. They're like, oh, shit, Oh, it just got real, son. You just got a big win. And you did it in a showboat kind of fashion, in a good way. Like in a you better take a serious now way. I hope they can continue to do this. And I'm not telling you, I'm not locking them in for Omaha. I'm just not doing that. I'm not there yet, right? I haven't been there. I haven't been there most of the year. But damn, if they look like this the rest of the way out, then maybe they are the NC State this year. Although, let's hope what happened to NC State last year doesn't happen to Arkansas. Knock on some wood. Knock on wood. But catching fire at the right time, and that's what matters. That's what matters. There's been plenty of teams who've looked average all year long, college or major leagues, who look average, maybe slightly above average, maybe pretty good, and then they get hot at the right minute and they take over. Maybe that's Arkansas this year. Maybe Tennessee's doing what Arkansas did a year ago. Hopefully, fingers crossed, right? One game at a time. That's my philosophy. One game at a time, baby. Let's just focus on where we're at. Enjoy the moment. It's pretty damn special. That was great. Haven't been in here for a while. Been busy with a lot of stuff. It's good to see you and glad you're doing really well. Let's remember to subscribe. Yeah, that's right. Thank you. Arkansas is better than you think. I appreciate that. Remember, go support Hogville Net YouTube as well. I am over there. Like I said, I'm building that bad boy from the ground up and having fun doing it with that team. Otis Kirk, Dudley Dawson, Kevin McPherson, like the biggest names in Arkansas media. Some special dudes, man. I'm working with an A+ staff over there. I'm so excited about what's to come. Your boy, I'm going to be in Galveston, Texas from the 10th through the 15th. And then it's looking like your boy's going to be he's going to be around on campus. He's going to have some access that he has never had before. Pretty excited about that. There will be more to follow with that. I'm a casual baseball fan. Laugh out loud. Do we still have to lose twice? Yeah, you got to lose twice. So you'll have to lose. It's, there's some games left for some of these teams. I feel like when that coach was screaming because he thought our picture was trying to hit, you're using voice to chat, aren't you? Or speak to chat or whatever. Because I do it, and or my dad does it. Arky56, who's probably asleep right now. Sometimes he's in here, sometimes he's not, because he's a grumpy old man and he's sleeping. He uses voice to chat, and I can't. It just makes no sense to me. But I'm gonna try and let me decipher this. I feel like when that coach was screaming because he thought our pitcher was trying to hit his guy was really a turning point in this game. Well, it might have been, yeah. I think the early home runs. I think the early home runs shook Oklahoma State. This was their ace. Correct me if I'm wrong. I believe that was their best pitcher tonight. I think they shook him up pretty good, and I think that kind of set the tone. Although there weren't many. How many 1, 2, 3 innings did Oklahoma State pitching have? One, maybe two. But I think their bullpen was shook, man. Arkansas hitting finally. It's a wait. I don't know, man. If they could continue to do this, good luck. I mean, good luck to everybody else. If they can continue, I'm not saying they got to get 16 hits, but if they can continue stringing hits together like they did tonight, right? Or manufacturing runs, really good for the most part. I know they kind of fouled up a little bit. I think they had at least an error tonight. The infield defense did, but for the most part. If they play like they have all year, by the way, Arkansas's fielding percentage is like top 5 in the country. At one point, it was top 3 for like the first 8 weeks of baseball. They're elite. So again, if everything just continues, pitching's got to get better. Pitching has got to get better. Hagen Smith, I really was hoping they would get at least 4 innings out of him. I just didn't think that he would. I think a lot of people saw that. Hagen has struggled. He's a freshman after all. I don't know. Hold up, Ty. Galveston is where I was born. Oh, look at that. And I live 30 minutes away from there. Dude, we're gonna have to meet up, man. I'm there for like 5 days. Yeah, 4 days. Or 5 days, 4, I don't know. I'm there. I'm there from the 10th to the 15th. I'm pretty sure the 15th. Ty, first time chat. What's up, Jason Bell? How you doing, man? Are you a lurker? Are you a PTN lurker? I love my lurkers, man. I love it when you guys come out of the darkness and you speak. I love it. Looking like super in Fayetteville since UNC drops a game. It's absolutely a possibility, from what I understand. Some of you guys are going to know a lot more about post-game than I am. I'll be honest with you, or post-season, I should say. I don't. I haven't really covered it a lot. I've covered regular season baseball, but on this channel, just haven't really. So if you know about a matchup that we need to keep an eye on, feel free to share. I mean, your guy, I do plenty of football and basketball. Baseball, something that's kind of sporadic on this channel, and some of you want me to cover it more. I've noticed when I do exclusive baseball content, though, that's not post-game, those videos do nothing. They're terrible. So I'm glad that you guys are here, though, and I'm glad you guys are coming out of the shadows. I do appreciate it. Time for some late-night barbecue. I like the way you think. I like your style. And I'm getting kind of hungry. I'm hungry after all that energy that I just used in the living room. I mean, I like I said, I damn near ran outside and ran up and down our neighborhood screaming. Yes, it was the number one, also projected. Yeah. Okay, you're talking about the Oklahoma State. Okay, yeah. He's first round prospect. Yeah, that's right. Hell of a game. Probably the wildest baseball game I can remember. I've never seen anything like that. Like, I've seen some crazy games. I seem to remember a couple at Baum Stadium back in the early 2000s. Nothing like this in a regional setting for the Razorbacks. God, I wish this happened in Fayetteville. Arkansas should have hosted. They should have been a host. Tell me I'm wrong. I don't care about RPI or SOS. I don't care. Arkansas is better than Auburn, and they've proved that through these two games. To hell with Auburn. We should have hosted. Tiger gets the credit tonight. Okay, so he does get the credit. He does get the win tonight. Is that right? Came in after Vermillion, and then we went on a huge run. Did you see, like, look, you guys know how I feel about cocky players. I don't mind it. I don't mind it. Some people get kind of triggered. Oh, look at him. You know, I get it. I've definitely griped about some of it myself. But for the most part, I'm like, yeah, all right, let them. They're pumped. They want to be out there. They're having fun. Okay. But boy, wasn't it so sweet to just watch their faces? Just see, that's the thing. When you can celebrate or kind of enjoy both sides of it, like, look at him, he's having fun. Let's hope we shut him up. And then they did exactly that, and you watch their faces, like they just look so defeated after the 8th inning. It was phenomenal. It's like when my Cardinals beat that Cub ass. That's what that looked like, and I enjoy it. I enjoy it when Cubs fans, they're showing the fans and they're boo-hooing and they're, oh, no, and the little kid's crying to his mom. I love it, man. That's how I be. I don't know. RPI is ass. I know, John. You say to disregard it every time. I know. Believe me. I do mention it, but I love it, man. And I don't care about Oklahoma State. Whatever, you know. I don't care about them. They're not joining the SEC anytime soon. You know? They got that T. Boone Pickens money. They're big donor. Good for them. We just beat their asses in their own stadium. God. But Arkansas should have hosted. Tell me do you agree or disagree? Should Arkansas have hosted? Definitely should have hosted over Auburn. I don't know. That one dude's got to be on steroids. They got a couple of dudes that look pretty big. What's up? What's up, Grant? How you doing, man? I'm eating leftover Torchies. Oh, dude, Torchies is so good. Perks of my sister and Perks there. So your sister works there. I'm wondering if some of you have been tipping back the sauce, and I'm not talking about barbecue. Hey, Ty, I work on campus. Oh, very cool. I have access to like all the training facilities and everything. So let me know if you want me to show you around sometime. Tanya, you listen. I mean, look, I'm going to have access, you know, with Hogville. I'm going to have access, but I would absolutely love that opportunity if you, hey, come here. Let me whisper. Hit me up in the DMs. If you follow me on Facebook or whatever on Twitter, hit me up. We're going to talk. I need to talk with you. That's got to happen. We've burned enough calories to get a free cheat. There you go, man. OSU, Missouri State, who wins tomorrow? Man, I don't know. Poor OSU, man. We went through their bullpen. So many great times with Razorback Athletics this year. It's been pretty fun, hasn't it? Has it not? It's been pretty fun. We're kind of spoiled right now. Not always the case, right? Yeah. Tanya, hit me up. Let's talk. We need to talk. How do you say no to that offer, right? That's what I'm saying. Tennessee became number 1 around the same time the Hogs did last. Yeah, I think you're right about that. They won the SEC regular season and blah, 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 blah. Regional, let's hope they follow Arkansas footsteps. Yeah, I agree. Missouri State upsets them. Missouri State's I almost would rather, well, again, I don't want to get ahead of myself. Noon first pitch, I'm going to go with Missouri for the upset. Oklahoma State went deep into their bullpen. I mean, they had, did I hear that right? A third baseman come in and pitch. Arkansas used to do that too, though. Back in the day when they got really far into their bullpen, they had a couple outfielders like 15 years ago that would come in and pitch. I had a Tennessee fan at the house today. It was terrible. Tried to tell me Tennessee is the best sports school in the nation. I laughed in his face. Tennessee fans get on my nerves, but since they've ran through the league, I guess it's deserved. Look, man, it is, Tony. Look. I would hope that if like when Arkansas last year was doing that, the way we ran through the SEC, we won the regular season, so on and so forth, et cetera, et cetera. We deserve that respect. And, you got to still be a good sport about it. They deserve the respect this year. They do. They're a good team. They could absolutely, if anybody could break that 20-plus-year-old curse of being the 1 seed, it's them. They are damn good. I still cannot believe that who ran that rumor on Twitter about Tennessee getting busted with steroids or whatever. Apparently that broke Tennessee message boards, man. I mean, oh my God. And you knew it was all, come on. It was David. The hell's that dude's name? Someone help me out. David Martz? Is that his name on Twitter? I think that's a quality follow on Twitter, by the way. I'm pretty sure I follow him. That's quality. That's quality. Thank you for bailing me out. Yeah, David Martz. I'm a lurker, not going to lie. What's up, man? I've seen you around a little bit, Underground Vault. Appreciate you being here, brother. Super Chat is live and active. Do appreciate you guys stopping by. Remember to like the video or like the stream, rather. Share the content. Subscribe if you haven't already. If you ask me, we blew our 2 best chances to win a natty in baseball last season and 2018. Well, we'll see. We'll see, Gavin. Anything's possible right now. If Arkansas continues to play like this, and I'll be honest, we haven't seen a lot of consistency, so I don't know. If you hate the Hogs, yeah. I don't know if it's just Vitello that I dislike or the whole Vols baseball program. Well, like I said, they just learned how to spell baseball, so they're all about it now. They think they're God's gift to the sport. They do the same thing with football. They do the same thing with basketball. Yeah, well, I'll for sure hit you up, and we'll get something figured out. Yes, Tanya, again, I don't know if you follow me on Twitter. I've got open DMs on my Twitter. I have open DMs. Oh, boy. I don't have a mod in here, do I? Uh-oh. I hope that works. Did it work? There we go. They're in timeout. I don't have a mod. Oh, by the way, I need a mod. If you're not happy to be a Hog fan, then you're not a real Hog fan. That's right. Get that bot. I got that bot. I took care of that bot. Yeah, man. This was fun. This was a lot of fun tonight watching them. And I'm not going to lie to you. The way this thing, when Tennessee, when they got up to that 10th run, when they were up 10, what was it, 10-5, I just wasn't sure, but I did say in Discord, I gave pitching like an F. I probably stand by that. Maybe a D- because I thought Tigert did okay riding the ship. McIntyre was the man. Couple strikes or a couple of Ks, couple strikeouts. They had 8 total, but they walked 11 batters. If I'm reading this right, they walked 11 batters. That's just, I don't know how. I mean, you only win because of outstanding play at the plate. You only win by on base percentage at that point, hits, slugger percentage, finding ways to, again, manufacture runs. And that's exactly what they did tonight, although it was, homers. But just impressed with hitting, but pitching still, it's so weird how this team's ERA throughout most of the year was, it was top 3, top 4 in the SEC most of the season. In fact, for a while, I think it was actually not far behind Tennessee when you look at actual team ERA, according to NCAA stats. I haven't looked at that in a little bit, but and it definitely is going to take a hit after the regional, and that's fine because a lot of teams, that's going to happen. But when the dust settled at the end of the year, Arkansas was still, even though their pitching was struggling, and it was costing them games, hitting also wasn't doing their part at times. Which is, again, that's fine. That happens. But you need one of the other have to lock in and keep you in a position to win games. And it would be nice if we could get both, hitting and pitching, play a complete 9 innings. And that's hard to do. That is asking a lot. That really is. Not a lot of teams do that. But, Arkansas at times last year was able to do that. We know they could hit homers. That's really what they were. And they got pretty decent at getting on base. That was kind of their identity. It was like Moneyball plus homers. Like it was trying to figure out how to at least get on base or home runs. And that's the way this year went, and it just was not working out. Now all of a sudden, all the hate that Nate Thompson was taking, it's like, hold up, wait a minute, maybe we don't want to run him off just yet. Rumors are he's already taken a job. I hope right now I'm not going to say one way or another. I will say that during the regular season I was like, please, something has to happen. I'm not calling for anybody's job, but something has to happen here. They got to get a fire lit under their asses, and they did exactly that in this regional. I would ask, where the hell has this been? This Oklahoma State was supposed to have this again, you're talking about a first-round pitcher and some pretty solid arms in the bullpen. I'm not saying they're deep. I don't think they're really known for being too deep in their bullpen, but you're supposed to see their best, some of their best. In Arkansas, they hit everything. They hit everything that they threw at them. Again, I think there were only one or maybe two 1-2-3 innings. I think it was one. Just fantastic at the plate tonight. The mound, went the other way. Both teams had an error. It was Campbell was their starter, right? Who gave up 7 hits, 5 runs, all 5 earned, only 1 walk, 4 Ks. They ended up with 9 strikeouts tonight. They walked 5. Those aren't bad numbers. That's almost 2-1 Ks versus walks. But again, you saw why they left him in for 89 pitches. You saw why. And again, you could talk about the innings. Like, well, he went 5 innings. He went 89 pitches, right? But Ty only went 5 innings. That's not super deep. No. But again, you got to look at the pitch count. This dude was almost at he was at 89. He was almost at 90 pitches. I thought they're leaving him in, and there's a reason for that. And we saw why. Their middle relief, everything it just fell apart for him. So just incredible. What a night. Even if I'm not in here a lot, I appreciate that. Love your videos, man. Still can't believe I found you after we lost against Western Kentucky, I think in football, and you immediately made me feel better. Well, I'm glad I could do that. We're here to we're here to talk about the bad and the good and the bad, right? And that's kind of what I feel like my job is, what my job is. I am a fan. I don't ever consider myself a member of the media. I still don't. Even working with Hogville, I don't. I don't know what, I guess just a content creator. I am a fan, but I'm also, I try not to go full on Ruskin, but I am also I'm going to tell you how it is, or I'm just going to tell you my view of it, right? Of when things go bad, I'm going to tell you, here's what I'm thinking that's going on. And I'm not a fan of it. They need to fix it now. And boy, so far it looks like they're doing exactly that in postseason play, or at least in this regional. The good, the bad, and the ugly, and even the beautiful. That's right, Keegan. I'm guessing Ruskin's eating more crow. How about that Rena player? Huh? How about the actions of that Rena player? Turner, man. Yeah, he's eating a big bowl of crow, isn't he? Arkansas is the biggest ride or die team in the country. You're probably right about that, actually. Do you think the Oklahoma State pitchers were paid by Ruskin to hit Turner? That's a possibility. No. Yeah, I do appreciate you guys. Remember to, again, like the stream, share the content, subscribe if you haven't already. I'd love to hear someone say that now. Say what? What you talking about, Morgan? You're talking about Turner? Oh, man. Is that dude, he's hating. I think Ruskin is a Hog fan. He's Arkansas alum, right? I think he's from isn't he from Fort Smith? I don't know. Whatever. I think he is a Hog fan. I think he enjoys watching them win. I don't think deep down he's like this bad guy. But he is hating every minute of watching Turner kill it because he knows, assuming he does come back to radio, he knows he's going to have to face the music. Oh, that's just got to be such a shitty feeling, man. I would be your mod, but I would block everyone who said Mike Anderson wasn't the greatest coach to walk planet Earth. Doesn't seem good for the brand. I'm not really worried about my brand, but I know you're kidding, Tony, because Mike Anderson was the not quite the opposite of that, but nowhere near that. I'll say that. He's not the greatest coach ever. I'd argue the guy that's on campus right now is he's off to a hell of a start. I'll say that. Ruskin is known for controversial takes and dancing around that line, but he crossed the line with Turner and he faced the consequences. Yeah, we've kind of talked about that before a little bit. And I'll say it again. I don't think he should be fired. I mean, even their own sponsors who were like, he needs to apologize, even they came out and said he doesn't need to be fired. So I think that's the right take. Now, if you want to, I'm all about speaking with your dollars and cents. I'm all about, hey, you want to boycott whoever, you want to turn the station. That's fine. I'm not, simply because of something he said. Now, if it were a habit, if he made a habit of doing that, then I probably would. Not that I listen to a lot of sports radio around here anyways. Those Poke fans' faces at the end, yeah, is pretty special, wasn't it? Love doing that in someone else's house too, right? We know all about that. We know a thing or two about that. Turner only started playing good after someone called him out like Ruskin did. So Ricky, are you implying that Ruskin's like a hero in this situation? Is that what you're doing? Because you're not wrong in stating that he is playing some damn good baseball, probably some of the best baseball he's played all year, and it happened to take place after Ruskin took those shots at him. You might be onto something, but I'm definitely not. I hope you're not defending Ruskin, because that was he just crossed the line. I had so much respect for him before this. It's so uncalled for. Oh, right. Yeah. Okay. I'm a firm believer in free speech and don't think he should be fired, but fair weather fans aren't my jam personally. Well, he's definitely not a fair weather fan if you're talking about him. Goodness gracious, what a bunch of crybabies. I don't have a problem with what he said. Yeah, I don't know, Gavin. I think he did go too far. I do. I think that he did. I wasn't triggered by it. I wasn't crying in a corner over it, but I definitely was like, all right, that's a bit too far. Definitely don't think he should be fired. I'm not there. Gavin's tough. You guys, he's tough. Hi, Ty. What's going on, Mrs. Grow Love? How you doing? My emotions were all over the place tonight. What a comeback and crazy win. Us against them works well for the highs. For the Hogs. Okay. Yeah. Stu Hogg. Stu Hogg does all the baseball content. You guys need to go over there. Tell him Ty sent you. Go over there, support Stu Hogg. He does all the baseball content. Maybe he's not a Fairweather fan. I don't know him well enough to say. He's definitely not a Fairweather fan. I'll tell you that. I've listened to Ruskins. He used to do the show with Tommy Kraft in the morning back in the day. Definitely not a Fairweather fan. I think he's just always kind of been that kind of guy that calls it as he sees it, right? Quote unquote. And I think the thing that turns a lot of people off is he does come off like overly negative though. So that's why he gets that Fairweather tag. And I don't know, maybe he is. I'll be honest. I do not listen enough to local radio to say one way or another. Truly. That was one of the biggest wins of the year. I would say that was the biggest comeback of the year. I think that's pretty obvious at this point. That was probably the biggest comeback. I can't think of one in recent Razorback history in the last 3 years. It's bigger than that. I don't know. Because you lose tonight, it puts you in a difficult place, and now you're ahead, right? The cardiac backs, I like that. Ruskin already apologized. Yeah, he did. He apologized. And I heard he actually apologized on air. Unfortunately, Hit That Line took that episode down, so we'll never know. Or we're like, those of us who didn't actually hear it live, we'll never really know for sure, right? I didn't really listen to ESPN Arkansas. More 103.7 The Buzz, John Neighbors kind of guy. Yeah. The morning rush is good with Ty Richardson and Tommy Kraft. One of the most exciting games ever. Yeah, that was incredible. That was insane, man. And it was like they just kept pouring it on. Even after the grand slam, it didn't stop. It was fantastic. Tonight will motivate us to Omaha. That you might be onto something, Playboy. If you guys aren't already, be sure you join our Discord. Huh? Why not? Why not? Join the Discord. You've thought about it. You've pondered it. You've thought, yeah, but what is it? It's free is what it is. It's basically a free, it's more than a chat board. Definitely more than that. We've got stats and recruiting stuff there. It's pretty fantastic actually, if I do say so myself. So you ought to go check it out. Oklahoma State started showboating too early. I agree. They did. But look, Arkansas fans would do the same thing. If you got out to that lead, and it certainly looked like Oklahoma State, it was their game to lose. Yeah, whatever, right? Whatever. Arkansas came back and pounded their faces into the cement. Discord is boss. I'm glad you like it, Hog Dog. Appreciate that, man. I'm a firm believer in that we have the talent on this team to win it all, but we need to keep hitting the ball, and our pitching needs to get a little bit better. They need to get back to midseason form, and I know Connor, and everyone talks about his win-loss record. Dude, that is probably the most meaningless stat for a starting pitcher, but we do need to get back to that midseason form, where starting pitching is more reliable in the bullpen or the middle relief, a little bit better. We need to get back to that form as far as pitching. Hitting, this is the hottest they've been all year. It really is. Correct me if I'm wrong, but 2 games in a row now they've scored. They've done. They've racked up. They've piled on the hits. Right. They haven't really done this against quality opponents this year. Maybe I'm missing a series. But I would argue this is the best hitting we've seen all freaking year. You beat Grand Canyon 7-1. What'd they have in that game? 10, 12 hits? And then you rack up the hits and the runs tonight. And then you get to play the winner of Oklahoma State, Missouri State at 6 p.m. tomorrow night. And hopefully you can continue to do that. I'm so happy that they're in a position where they're going to drag this thing out. Well, I shouldn't say drag, but they're going to continue. They're in a position where they can continue this, and we have something to carry us throughout the rest, through a little bit more of June. And then before you know it, players are, we're seeing players in camp and football players, that is, and we're getting closer and closer to football. That's what's great about baseball when they're good, because they can carry you a little bit. Still surprised Grand Giant Slayer Canyon lost against. Oh yeah, right. Yeah. There are folks saying that they were going to be the team to watch. They prance around the bases. They prance around these bases. The bases. Did it, laugh out loud, kidding, but maybe he won't try that again for a little while. John Hawes says, we also talk about Star Wars and comics and movies and food and everything else. We're more than just hog fans in there. We're a hog family. Hang on, I got to do that again. Let me try that again. We're more than just hog fans in there. We're hog family. See what I did there? Yeah. Hang on, let's watch this again. You guys want to watch this again? Let's watch this again because it was so beautiful. Oh, gosh.
Right there.
Brew hat. Yeah, beer hats.
Oh, no! Battles to the night! Has left the stadium entirely!
Oh, buddy. That's what I'm talking about. Oh. It was so gorgeous. Oh, you love it, man. Love it. Giving you a follow, was looking for post-game stream, and you popped up first. There you go. There you go, Morgan. I appreciate that. Remember, Hogville Net YouTube. I'm there. I'm building it. I'm in charge of building that thing up from the ground up. Go support your boy over on Hogville Net YouTube. Again, we've got a few videos out. The Burks video came out this morning. Go check it out. Arkansas fans traveled very well. Yeah. What do you think the ratio of Hog fans to OSU? I have no idea. Probably like 70-30. But then after the 8th inning, it was 50-50. And then, then it wasn't that. Then it was like 9th inning. It was like 90-10 Arkansas. That was a huge dopamine hit for right? Bob's first one had that beautiful Griffey swing on it too. Yeah. And you saw how these guys look. Oklahoma State fans, Oklahoma State players, they were cocky about it, and I think you have the right to. When you deserve it, you deserve it, and they had the right to be a little cocky about it. Hell, I probably would have laughed if they'd done the thing with. Have you seen the video of the little boy? He swings, he hits the ball, and then he does that, and he flips the bat. Look, it's funny, it's entertaining. In the NCAA, that's probably against the rules, but whatever. David Martz publicly apologized. I didn't know that about the rumor, but he also said the announcers were idiots for believing a random rumor tweet with no sources on Twitter. Yeah, so I didn't know he apologized on Twitter. I follow him. I'll be honest, I'm not with it on Twitter anymore. I just retweet stuff. I look at scores, highlight videos there, and that's really about it. But I've seen him a little bit, him and a couple others. But Martz, I didn't know he publicly apologized. Discord 2. Join Discord. That's right, Jeff. Join Discord if you're not already there. Their cockiness led to our domination of them. That's right. And it did, right? I mean, look what happened. Look at the end result. Maybe that's what Dave Van Horn's talking about. Huh? Just focus on the game, fellas. But it's also fun. It's just as fun for the fans too when they see the players having a blast on the field, and they were doing that, especially again in later innings. I hope pitching can come around. Goodness, I guess we're gonna see Wiggins Are we going to see Wiggins tomorrow night? Is that who they're going to trot out there? I guess they're going to have to. You talk about you just don't know what you're going to get out of him. We'll see. What up, folks? Woo Damn Pig. What's up? The Drooby Dooby Doo Show. How you doing, man? We still have a chance of hosting a super if UNC. Yeah, they got to lose their regional, right? Is that how that works? Again, some of you will know more about that than I do. What if Dave had our bats be ass all year to throw off scouting reports? Have a good night. You too, man. All right, yeah, we're gonna do it. That's it. I've got a couple of kids that need to be in bed, and I don't think they are, so I got to go deal with that. But yeah, great game. What a comeback. What a way to get it done, right? Sup, Ty. Super stunned by game tonight. The end result was stunning, but them winning did not stun me. I've said all year, like, they have it in them. They have it in them to be special. I mean, it's Arkansas, man. I mean, it's Arkansas baseball. Like, yeah, they should win these games. In fact, they should be hosting. But the way it ended, yeah, that was stunning. Absolutely. I agree 150%. Yeah. So, again, subscribe if you guys haven't already. Like the video, and I do appreciate all you guys. I told you Friday I wasn't sure if I'd be doing any post games, but, of course, after that one. So the same thing for tomorrow. If it's just like tonight, if it's dramatic, if it's fun, I'll probably be here. And I will be back also next week as well. So subscribe here. Subscribe on Hogville Net YouTube. Like, and check out Patreon as well. If you're not a Patreon member, consider supporting your boy there as well. All right? Yeah. We're going to end. We're going to end on that video one more time. We're going to end on it. Here you go. Woo Pig Suey.
Right there.
Brew hat. Yeah, beer hats.
Oh no! Battles deep into the night. Has left the stadium entirely.
What a swing by Jalen Battles. I love the aggressiveness. First pitch right down the chute. Martin is going to be in that
Right there.
brew hat. Yeah, beer hats.
Oh no!